What's going on, guys? Today we're going to be talking about setting up Babel. So let's get right into it. So a quick recap on why we're using Babel. So let me go back. Remember in the last video where we could not write this kind of code? Well, that's because most browsers don't know what the hell this is. Actually, all browsers don't know what is this. This is why we need to compile React code or JSX into something that the browser will understand. So this is why we're using Babel. Now, Babel itself is a shell, okay? We do need to use presets to determine what to compile and what to compile it down to. For an example, on the left-hand side right here, we have React selected as a preset. Now, if we uncheck this, you're gonna get an error. The same error we got in the last video where it's saying that I don't even know what this is. This is what I mean. We need to compile React code into something that the browser understands. Now, right now, it's set to the latest, right now we're compiling down to the latest JavaScript standards. So I think it was ES7 right now. Yeah, but if we want to compile it down to ES 2015, we just click on that and it'll give us a var instead of a const, since ES5 does not support const. But yes, as you can see, these presets are, you need presets to determine what Babel is going to do. So in docs, there's presets and there's plugins. Now, a preset is just plugins. A preset is, I guess you could say, a preset is a collection of plugins, okay? So this preset right here, preset env, it actually has all of the, let me go back to the plugins. It has all of these plugins from ES3 all the way down to ES18. All of these things, async to generator, .all, regex, all these are all plugins, right? Well, this preset of the env has all of these plugins right here. Now there's other plugins right here down here for React. These are all plugins, but this preset right here has all of those plugins down here. If you want to install just separate plugins, then you go right ahead and install separate plugins, but I'm going to install presets that have all of the plugins that we need, which is going to be the React plugin and also the env plugin. Like we did in the try it out where we had React and ES5 selected. Yeah, that's what we're doing. We're grabbing those right here. So we're going to install three things. Babel, we need the Babel as a shell, and we also need the presets. Okay, so let's go into our terminal. Let me open this up as well. I did make this bigger, guys, so you can see. I hope this is big enough, by the way. So yarn add, and we're going to add Babel. Okay, so at Babel dash core and at Babel slash CLI. So why are we using this at symbol right here? That's because we're gonna get the latest version of Babel from Babel itself. If we didn't include this at Babel, we're gonna get the version that Yarn has installed on there. So so the latest version for Babel right now is 7.3. And Yarn, I think if you just install it just with Yarn and don't include this app, it'll probably install version 6.3, I think. And we'll see this right now so that way you know what the difference is. But we are going to save this as a dev dependency. We don't want this on production. We don't want it to install it on production. This is why we're saving it as a dev dependency. The way you do that is --dev. And let's go to package.json right here. Ooh, we got an error. misspelled Babel right here. It's EL. Let's grab those dependencies, and you see them right here. Now, let me show you what I mean if we don't add that @ sign. I'm just do -CLI for this one, and I'm gonna get rid of that @ sign. So we're gonna add Babel CLI. We're gonna add it as the dev right now. You'll see down here. So right now you see this right here. So we have the latest version from Babel itself at 7.2.3, but Yarn only has on itself Babel CLI, and the only version Yarn has right now, or the latest version Yarn has, is 6.26. This is why we use the @ to actually get it from Babel itself and not from Yarn. So I'm gonna get rid of this. All right, now that we have Babel, the shell, we are going to install the presets. And we're going to do the same thing as Babel, the @ to get the latest version of the presets. We're going to, instead of core, we're going to do presets. Let me move this out of the way. Preset -env. That's one of the presets, and the other one was React. So preset -React. So guys, why are we? There's another reason why we're doing as dev dependencies as well. Per project. Something went wrong. Oh wait, no, nothing went wrong. I just don't save and go open up again, and we have it right here. Let me get rid of this. And I'm gonna save this. So the other reasons why we don't have it we have it as internal or local for per project is because, I mean, Babel itself in a way. The reason why is because some projects run different versions than the one we're going to be using. And if Babel itself, the shell, has a different version than the one we're using, it might mess up things. So that's why you should always run it per project Babel and not globally. Okay, you shouldn't. That, in my opinion, even the docs from Babel say it. So you should probably run it from on your per project and not globally. So just a heads up. Okay. So now we're done installing all the things that we need to actually for Babel. We are gonna do some right here. So we are gonna create a new file, and we're gonna call this file src. And inside src, we're gonna create another file. Sorry about that, guys. We're gonna create another folder called src, and then a file called app.js inside src. Now, like I said, guys, this app.js is being served on the internet. So that means that me doing or const template equals this is a new test. We all know that we cannot do this right here because this is going to give us an error, okay? So this app.js, the new one we created, we could write any standard or any JavaScript version we want. We could write ES8, 7, 6. It does not matter because once we're done writing it, we're going to compile it down and we're going to dump that compiled code into this app.js where it could actually be read by all the browsers. So let me actually copy all of this, cut it out, save it. Now there's nothing in the app.js, the one where we had initially. We're going to go to the new app.js and paste it there. And we're going to get rid of this. We're going to get rid of this completely. And we're going to just have this. Okay? So, now we need to tell Babel, hey, we want to grab the code from this app.js. Control Z. We want to grab it from this app.js and compile it down and dump that code into this app.js. How do we do that? Well, since we installed Babel internally or per project, we cannot run Babel. If I do Babel right now, it's going to tell me it's not recognized as an internal or external command. That's because we didn't install it globally. So our computer doesn't have this on its system. It doesn't recognize that command. It doesn't know what it is. That's because this Babel, we installed it per this project, right? But we can access it. If I do Babel right now, again, let me up version. It's still gonna say hey, I don't know what the command is. But since we installed it in this file, we could actually navigate to it, -bin -babel version, and now it'll spit out the version of Babel that one we have, which is 6.26. Even though I don't know what's going on, but I'm not gonna worry about that right now. But you do see that we do have Babel installed, but it's per project. Now, since we cannot run Babel right here, we would have to do it this way and actually run our command doing it like this. But there's a better way of doing this. We're gonna actually open up package.json. We're gonna create a scripts. So scripts, just like so. And we're gonna create our own command in here. The reason why we're creating a command right here, let's write out the command first, and then I'll tell you why. We're gonna call our command build. Okay. And what this command is going to do is literally dump, like I said, is going to dump the code, this new app.js, this code, compile it down, and dump that compiled code into this app.js. Okay. So what's the command for that? Well, Babel, I want you to grab this file. I want you to spit out that file or compiled file to this file, public dash scripts dash app.js. So this command is literally saying, hey Babel, I want you to grab this file, compile it, and spit out that file, the compiled file, to this file right here. That is the command, and that is all we have to do. Control save. All right. The reason why we're doing scripts is because when we run a script with npm, when we run it, it's going to actually look, if it can't find it in the system itself, in our computer, like right now, it could not find it. It's going to look in node modules, and it's going to look in here where Babel is at. Obviously, it's in here because we could actually grab it right here. So this is why it's pretty good to make your own scripts, because if you, like I said, dev dependency, it does not work right now, but if we actually run it with the script, it's going to look everywhere for it. It's going to try to look everywhere for it and figure it out. That's why you want to do this. If we didn't have this, we would literally have to have, we would have to write node modules /.bin /babel and then src this. That's too long. I'm not going to do that. We could just build out a script right here and run it from here. That's why we're doing it. Okay, next step. We have presets. Like I said before, Babel is just a shell. We do need to tell Babel what presets or how to run it, okay, or how to compile. So we're going to create another file. Yes, there's going to be a lot of files in this one. We're going to create another file, and this is going to be a Babel configuration file. So .babel rc, babel rc, .babel rc. Now here we're going to tell Babel what presets to use. So we're going to just use an object, and we're going to type in presets, and oops, it's going to be an array, and we want Babel to use this preset. Copy this, and the React preset. Oops. Just delete this and React. Awesome. All right. We should have everything now. We have the presets. We're telling Babel what presets to use. We have this command right here. Where's my package? We have this command telling it what file to compile and where to spit out the compile file. And we have Babel installed. That's pretty much it, right? I think. Let's give it a shot. So how do you run this this command right here? That's pretty easy. npm run, and then the command the name of the command. So we called it build. You could name it whatever you want. And we get errors. Hold on. So I know why we're getting this error. The reason why is because I installed what was it called again? Babel CLI from Yarn itself. And it had two versions, because remember the one we installed was a 6 point something and this one's a 7.2, and it was saying, hey, we don't know which one to use. So I just had to uninstall the Yarn version of Babel, which you could do that by doing I did it with npm. I just did npm. Where is it at? Where's that command at? Npm uninstall Babel CLI, and we uninstalled it from the dev dependencies. That's all I did. If you did install it, then you have to uninstall it. If you didn't uninstall it, then yours should have ran correctly. So let me actually run this command again, npm run build. And you're gonna get this output, which if you get this is great. If you don't see errors or red anywhere, that's good. So let's take a look at our scripts app, and you see that we get our compiled version of this. Look at this. We actually get the template React element, create element. This is new, null, whatever. This is awesome. This is pretty awesome. Now. There's actually another thing that we could do, which is pretty cool. So every time we change this, like if we decided to add, if we decided to add another template, or actually just modify this template and saying mod control save, is not going to automatically change this. We would have to run this build again, and now it actually changed it right now. Correct? That's going to be annoying. It's going to get annoying real quick. So what we could do is over here we could actually add another flag called --watch. Now, once we do npm run build, what this watch does is literally watches for changes in this file. So I'm going to change it again. Changing again. Control save. And it's going to automatically, see that? It automatically builds it again and compiles it down. Every time you make a change and save it, it's going to, let me just do this, or the T. Control save. Look at this. Automatically. Now, obviously we can't run our live server. We cannot test it out. We have to actually open up another terminal. So I'm gonna just open up another one. And I'm gonna just go into my, and we're gonna do live server, live, okay, server, the public folder, and it should automatically kick up a browser right here. Mine is right here. I need to make this smaller, but you can see that T right there is so tad, it's so tiny. But let's check this out. This is a new element. Control save, and it automatically changes it right there. So this is pretty cool, guys. This is pretty cool. Now we have Babel installed. We configured it to run React and compile it down to what the browser can understand. So we're pretty much done. We're done. We're done. Yeah. So in the next video, guys, we are going to go over a lot of things. So right now, I kind of misplaced the title of the last video because we didn't really create a component. We created a JSX element. This is a element right now. It's not a component whatsoever. This is just an element. Although you could say it's a component, I guess, but not really. It's an element. In the next video, guys, we are going to be creating ES6 class components. We're going to be creating stateless components. We're going to be talking about properties, talking about state. Okay, 4 things: ES6 class components, stateless components, properties, and state. We're going to be talking about all those, and those are the essential things you got to know in order to know what React, or how to go about with React. So thank you guys so much for taking time out of your day to watch this video. I hope you learned something from it. Also, leave it a like if you liked it, a dislike if you didn't like it. If you haven't subscribed, please consider subscribing, and also leave a comment down below on what you thought about the video and what can I do to make it better. Someone suggested making this make the font bigger. I hope this is big enough for you guys. If you want me to make it a little bit bigger, just tell me in the comments down below and I will gladly do it. But I did want to tell you guys, I did not mention it at the last video. I do want to mention that I do have a Patreon page. Please support me. It's just $1, and I'm not really giving out anything. I mean, all the things that I do is pretty much for free, and I don't know what to say. Like, I think I'm giving pretty good content. Most people will probably sell courses on this stuff. I'm not. I'm just literally giving you these things for free. So just please consider supporting me. You don't have to, you don't want to, but I would greatly appreciate it. And it'll help me to do more content for you guys as well. So thanks for watching, guys, and I will see you in the next video. Patreon link is down below in the description, so check it out. All right, see you in the next video. Bye.